This way, Morgan will never have to be in the line of fire again.
That's why you slept with me? To get me to sign away my son?
I'm sorry. In this situation with Michael's left us both on the outside, you know. A bit at sea. It's no excuses.
No, Jakes, you're being an absolute gentleman about this. I thought I wouldn't expect.
I'm sorry.
Otherwise,
no, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have taken advantage of you.
Jax, don't. Jax.
No, really.
We both know. I wanted you to kiss me.
You have always been a selfless and loving father. But you'll always be the man I love.
I can't do this.
He's never gonna wake up, Johnny. It's all my fault. I never should have trusted Declan.
Did you have Michael Corinthos shot? Bit of a slow night.
Well, that's the good news. I'll let it start doesn't turn a profit, then it won't be much of a laundromat for the Zaccharis dirty money.
You know, I think my investors should remain a subject off limits.
Well, I don't think that Anthony Zacchara is going to remain an investor just so his son has a reason to sniff around Lulu.
Hey, it's a monsoon out there. The customers will come back.
Maybe not. Once they hear about the Board of Health's report on the outbreak.
What outbreak?
The one I'm going to call in. People can't have much fun at the gaming tables if they're worried about contracting an infectious disease.
You would play that dirty.
If I wanted to play nice, I wouldn't be with you.
You don't kid me. You don't want some guy who's tied to his recliner. You don't want some guy who's got a more intimate relationship with his TV remote than he has with his smart, savvy, extremely well-turned-out wife. And man, don't you look fetching tonight. Something's different. Is it your hair?
You are laying it on so thick, honey. I'm already wearing the ring.
And you've made me the happiest of men.
We don't do happy.
Sure we do. We live large, we fly without a net, and that's why we have reached this understanding.
This is the calm before the next storm.
You love the storm. You thrive on the challenge.
Honey, keeping you from self-destructing is the challenge of a lifetime.
Okay, people, I'm packing it in for tonight. I'll take it from here. Go on home. Thanks for showing up.
I think we should go home, too.
I don't know. Evening is young and crackling with possibility, so I was wondering maybe if you wouldn't like to face a challenge of a different sort. Done? Is it? Good.
Now, Luke Spence is going to learn what it's really like to swim with the sharks.
I've lost people before.
father, my sister. I mourned Alan's death and all the time that I wasted. And then Emily died, and that was even harder.
Well, you and Em were close.
I was partly to blame for what happened to her. So I'm always gonna carry that. I don't know, somehow I just could keep going. You know, I could still love you and Jake, and I could think about the future, but this whole thing with Michael.
You aren't responsible.
What happened to Michael is a direct result of my choices.
Jason, you're still trying to
Elizabeth,
process what happened.
No, I'm seeing the life that I destroyed. The future that I took away, I can't do it anymore. It hurts too much.
So you're not gonna care anymore? You're not gonna love anymore? You think you can just turn it off? Because if it were that simple, I would have stopped loving you a long time ago.
We have to be careful, Johnny. No one can ever know.
Did you hire Ian Devlin to shoot Sonny?
I couldn't stand what he did to you. I hated him for what he did to you, for what he did to both of us.
What about Michael?
I didn't know he was gonna be there, the little boy. I didn't know the little boy was gonna be there. I didn't mean to hurt him. I'm so sorry.
Do you need additional medical supplies, sir? No. What I need is a working phone line. I need to get through to the police right away. Yes, sir.
I think it's fairly obvious that I'm reeling and bruised. I love Sonny Jackson. I'm fairly certain that I've lost him forever. And I know what you're thinking.
No.
It's probably a good thing.
No,
right?
I was just thinking that you're in a lot of pain.
See? And here you are. You're being wonderful and supportive, and I have this moment of weakness, of feeling alone and wondering what comes next and who I am. And there you are, and you're making sure that I don't feel like a fool after...
Don't make it sound like a charity. Hey, you're a beautiful woman. You know, someone I can connect with, who's reasonable and rational.
I paid Ian Devlin $1 million to disappear. I think under the circumstances, it's very hard for any of us to be reasonable and rational.
You know, I love Carly. I want to make our marriage work. I try to fix it by doing the right thing by her and the boys, but I think I may have pushed her away.
You know how I feel about Carly. She doesn't come close to deserving you, but don't you dare give up on your life with her.
Did you think having sex would make me agree to sign away my children?
I didn't plan this, Sonny. It just happened, and
You just happen to have a legal document in
we're
your
both
purse?
caught in this nightmare. So we grabbed onto each other. Because despite everything, all of our mistakes, we're bound by our children, and we have to do what's best for them. Come on.
Michael's getting the care he needs.
And Morgan's still at risk, and you know that.
Signing him over to you will not change that.
That's not true. You know that if Morgan never has to be around you again, it could save his life.
Mood music.
You ain't seen nothing yet, baby.
had a little action tonight.
So did I. We're closed. This is a private party.
Mr. Spencer, Miss Spencer, I only like to play for high stakes.
How high?
How about the Alcazar Piers?
Well. Does Anthony Zaccaro know you're willing to gamble with such strategic real estate?
They're mine. I'll cut you for them.
You'll cut me for them. For some of the most valuable waterfront property on the eastern seaboard.
High card?
And what if you win?
If I win, then you send your lovely daughter out of town. Way out of town. Someplace like Australia, Switzerland, maybe Turkey.
Ah, now we get to it. I see. So, did Anthony Zaccaro put you up to this, or what?
Will you take the bet?
I think you're on a streak. Go for it.
All right, why not? Let's do it.
Good.
High card cut, huh?
That's it. Your turn.
Right.
You know what they say? Unlucky at cards, lucky at love.
Hey, wait a minute. What is this? Some kind of police auxiliary convention?
We're shutting you down.
What for?
For suspicion of money laundering.
Again? You guys are starting to repeat on yourselves.
We have a warrant to search the place.
Well, go ahead. You're not going to find anything.
Well, as reassuring as that is to have your word on that, we only do the honor system on Thursdays. Listen, I'm gonna have to take you down to the station while they search. You're under arrest. You too, Lansing.
I'm a customer.
With criminal association.
Well, I got nothing to hide. I hope Luke Spencer can say the same thing.
You want to take Morgan away from me?
I want to protect him.
From me?
Michael was shot with a bullet that was meant for you.
So you want to keep punishing me for what happened to Michael?
No, I don't. I want to protect Morgan. I want to stop that from happening to Morgan. Sonny, it's not just about the violence, it's about everything. It's about all the damage we did to Michael. Come on, look at it. All the upheaval and chaos. The guards being around all the time. Jumping up and going to the island at a moment's notice. And then when Michael got older, he had a totally distorted view of the world. You were his hero. So to him, criminals were the good guys and the cops were the bad guys. Laws were made to be broken. Rules didn't apply to Michael. Which is why he thought it was perfectly okay to find money and go buy a gun. Did you ever think about that? What if instead of shooting Kate, he shot Morgan? Or a friend, or himself? We did that to Michael. We made his life a violent mess, and now we have to do better.
I can't let you take my child.
I'm not trying to punish you. And I know it's what you're thinking, but I'm not trying to punish you. I am trying to keep history from repeating itself, and you should want the same thing.
Morgan just lost his little brother. I'm not going to disappear from his life.
If you cut ties with Morgan now, he is young enough to forget, and you will be saving his life.
Okay, Cardi. I get that you're helpless and you want to find something to do, but this is the wrong way to go about it. First, you bring Michael home, you traumatize Morgan. Now you want to rip his father out of his life?
I just want to keep my baby safe and whole. That's all I want.
Listen to me, okay? You go inside, and you tell Morgan that his father is gonna see him tomorrow.
Do you think that, if Morgan lives to grow up, it's gonna make up for what you did to Michael?
Okay? I'm not gonna fight with you. And I'm not giving up my kids. Ever.
I've hurt you so much. I've hurt Michael.
Okay, if you want to blame yourself for what's happened to Michael, despite the fact that Carly and Sonny are his parents and they are responsible for making choices about his life, then I can't stop you. But you do not get to blame yourself for what's happened between us.
Should have stopped it.
Stopped what? Stopped us from becoming friends all those years ago?
No.
Stopped me from falling in love with you? I knew the problem going into it and I dealt with it, even when you've left. You see, that's what hurts. That every time we come close to happiness, you disappear from my life. And then I am left with all this love and all these dreams and no place to put them. And it's happening again.
No phone service to the mainland, sir, and I'm unable to make radio contact. We're completely cut off.
I'll just have to take the launch then.
The water's too rough. It's out of the question.
Listen, it is very important that I notify the authorities as soon as possible, so keep trying to get through and let me know as soon as you do.
Very good.
This is mean I'm dying. Oh.
You're savvy enough to see a settlement.
Dad.
Listen, I know we're not supposed to talk about savvy. I know that we're supposed to forget the fact that when you went to the police academy, your brains got turned to mush. But try to remember before then when you thought for yourself. Try to remember who I am and how I operate. How do you think this happened?
Because you got careless.
I don't get careless.
I'd like a word with the prisoner, please. What are you doing? I told you they were going to pursue this.
Natasha, just for the sake of argument, say I had done something illegal. Don't you think I'm fond enough of myself and your pretty neck not to let these feckless bloodhounds find me? I was framed.
Okay, Mac, I want you to arrange a bail hearing for my husband so I can postpone and get him out of here.
Even if half the allegations don't pan out, there won't be any bail. Luke is facing federal RICO charges.
It must be difficult having a fool for a father.
Yeah, I guess Rick would know.
If I am not released soon, I'm going to sue the whole department.
Excuse me, Lucky. I got a call that you were searching the Haunted Star. Sakars are part owners, and I'm here representing their interests.
And what about your father?
Him? He can rot for all I care.
Drink. I patched you up best I could. Tried to make you comfortable, but you spiked the fever and been pretty much out of it most of the night.
Why are you helping me?
Do you know who I am?
Someone pointed you out to me once. I think you're Nicholas Cassadine, right?
That's right.
I guess we're in your house.
Yes, here at Windermere on Spoon Island.
Isn't this where my father went on a rampage? You were having some kind of a party, a black tie party or something.
It was to announce my engagement.
But my fiance died that night, so.
That's awful.
Mm-hmm. Sure
I'm
is.
sorry.
She was murdered by a mob boss's son, bent for revenge. Ironic, being that you're here. Mobster child yourself.
Right. Well, hey, you know, we don't pick our parents.
No. Somebody obviously wanted to take revenge on you. I must say, what an amazing world you live in. And a great business. Especially when innocent people get hurt.
Sometimes I get so mad at you for always making this selfless choice.
It's not a choice. I'm not gonna risk your life for Jake, Cam. I can't.
But that doesn't stop me from imagining that there are ways it could work. It doesn't stop me from missing you. Or from thinking about you. Wanting what I can't have. And I know how incredibly selfish that sounds because I have two beautiful boys and a whole life to look forward to with them. But you're not gonna be in it. And that's killing me. Don't do this. Don't make me love you even more when I know we'll never be together.
I love you.
I love you too.
You okay?
I need you.
Luke! Luke! You back there?
Man, what can I do for you? How can I make this easier?
Can you go back in time so we can make different choices? Not that I would, because then I might not have Cameron and Jake, and I would never give them up.
Sorry for all this.
No, don't apologize. I love you the way you are.
I love you so much.
You're perfect. I wish I could spend the rest of my life with you, but I can't.
I know.
I should go get the car open.
I called your driver. He said that you were here. I know that you took Michael to the Aftercare Institute, and I think that you should be alone.
You look beautiful.
I went to a party tonight in Manhattan, actually. I looked out over the terrace and imagined I could see where Michael's building is.
It's a nice place. They decorated his room with all his, things, and I said goodbye. It killed me. But at the same time, I thought I was doing the right thing. I thought we were doing the right thing, Carly and I.
Well, I'm sure it helped to have her there with you. Go through this together.
It was like a funeral. You know? His room with everything Michael loved. It's like a coffin. I thought that, you know, we could put our anger and guilt on hold, just be parents, grieving for our son, supporting each other. But I was wrong, because Carly and I always end up doing the wrong thing.
That tire repaired. You want to be driving around without a spare, especially with the boys.
Thank you.
You saved me tonight. I would have lost my mind if it wasn't for you. I love you.
I love you. Always.
Carly?
You and Carly are carrying around a whole lot of guilt and anger right now. It's only natural that you would do and say things that you might want to take back.
It wasn't in the heat of the moment. Carly planned this. She set it up, Kate.
Sonny, I think you need to be careful when you're dealing with each other right now.
There's no kind or gentle way for Carly to tell me to give up Morgan.
What?
And there's no kind or gentle way for me to tell her that is not going to happen.
She wants to cut back on your visitation.
She wants me out of Morgan's life. She thinks that he would be safer if I was no longer his father.
Oh, Sonny, she's very emotional right now. I'm sure that she wasn't thinking.
That's what I told myself. So we just, taken Michael into his room. I was sad. I was mad. I was mad at God. I was mad at the world. I did not want to argue because I didn't trust what was going to come out of my mouth, so I just let it go.
But Carly being Carly wouldn't.
You want to know what she did? She took out a legal document that says that I would give up my rights to Michael and Morgan.
She wanted you to sign it.
Right there, right on the spot. I refuse. I'm not going to do that.
Sonny, Carly is preying on your guilt about what happened to Michael. She's trying to punish you for it. It is a terrible thing to do. It is wrong.
Sometimes, I love my son so much that I think that maybe that's something I should do.
Absolutely not, Sonny. You are Morgan's father, and you will always be.
Well, your fever's coming down a bit.
You don't sound too happy about that.
Well, I certainly don't want you dead. I think I've at least demonstrated that tonight.
But you don't like me.
No, I didn't say that. I don't even know you.
You don't know me. We've never met before tonight, so... Okay, my father went crazy at your party. He went on a rampage, but I know he didn't kill your fiance, so... Just trying to figure out where the hostility's coming from.
I'll tell you. It's what you people represent. You kill people, and then you just move on. Oblivious to all the destruction you leave in your wake. I have a big problem with that.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't tried to kill anyone. In case you didn't notice, someone just tried to kill me.
Exactly. And why is that? Why would someone stab you and then just throw you in the harbor? What did you do that was so terrible someone would want to kill you?
We've got your signature on invoices. In addition to the suspicious profits we found during the first raid, theoretically, you made $500,000 in less than 2 hours.
It's called gambling, Bubba. Money comes, money goes, sometimes in great quantities. The only thing I'm guilty of is having a successful business.
According to your records, you've taken delivery on over 5 million swizzle sticks.
I serve a lot of drinks. I'm very generous with my swizzle sticks. Some of my customers are profligate swizzlers.
Commissioner, the Zakar family denies knowledge of any alleged illegal activities. Do you have any evidence whatsoever to link my clients to this particular investigation?
No.
Now, then you would be well not to mention it, or you personally will be subject to a charge of slander.
I have nothing to tie Zakara to this, but there's strong evidence that you're laundering money for a New York syndicate.
Oh, come on, I just reopened. What am I, Mob Central?
Alexis, I assume I'm free to go.
Release him.
Alexis, come on. You think I'm out there shopping for mob connections? Come on!
If I were your lawyer, I would advise you not to say another word.
Is that an offer?
I will hurt you in ways that haven't been invented. Now get out of here. The LQ lawyer will be here in a few moments to release my husband and represent him.
That won't be necessary. I'm fine about having Luke released on his own recognizance. I don't consider him a flight risk.
What does Carly plan to do? Does she plan to take Morgan into hiding? Does she plan to change all of their names? Because that's the only way that she can hide that he's your son. And tell me, Sonny, who is going to go along with that? Anyone who knows how much you love your son, knows what a good father you are.
One doesn't necessarily follow the other. What if loving Morgan means letting him go?
Oh, Sonny. You don't believe that. Hell, I don't even think that Carly believes that. If she would just stop and think about what she's doing, but that's not Carly. No, she has impulses, and she acts on them, and she thinks about the consequences later. Sonny, she's making you doubt your abilities as a father.
Am I supposed to just forget what happened to Michael?
Michael was at the warehouse, Sonny, because you wanted to spend time with him.
Right.
Because you wanted to show him that there was a better way to solve his problems than a gun. You were willing to change your own life to show him that.
Because I saw Michael, he was going down the wrong road. And I wanted to stop him before he did that.
Exactly, Sonny. Do you remember Tommy Tesoro, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, his father, what do you think that he was going through when Tommy started using drugs? What do you think that millions of parents go through all across the country with all different walks of life? The good ones want to help their children, Sonny. Or they want to find them help, and that's why it would be a crime for you to give up Morgan.
Why do you keep believing in me?
Because I do, Sonny.
I wish I'd done things differently.
Me too.
think I deserve to be stabbed?
I don't know. You tell me. Did you do something you think you should pay for? Did you drive another person into wanting to kill you?
Well, come on. You know what? It's enough for my father that I was even
Come on,
born.
don't hide behind that father.
I'm
crap,
not
right?
hiding anything.
Well, then just answer the question. Could someone want revenge against you for something you did? I mean,
You know what?
maybe
Stop. I didn't hurt anyone.
Oh, you're such a liar.
You know what? It's not a lie. Just get away from me. I don't need this right now.
Don't try to get up. You open up the stab wound. You
So
bleed
what?
all over
It's
the
obviously
place.
what you think I deserve.
Well, it's not up to me. It's up to a jury. Or worse for you, Sonny Corinthos. Eventually, one way or another, you're going to pay for what you did to Michael.